Alright, let's start out in the top left hand corner where the blue Protoss player is currently spawning playing for Team NV. It is Creator.
With a really lovely anime decal, by the way.
Yeah.
And here, spawning at the bottom right corner of the map, is the red Terran player. Representing and playing for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Cure.
Yeah, some TVP action today for the first series. We're gonna have some TVZ action in the second series today with Ragnarok versus Beyond. But for now, let's focus on these series. What are you expecting out of these two guys?
Well, I feel like Cure on paper has the upper hand, so I will give him the kind of the odds-on favorite here between the two. But who knows? Creator, I feel like every blue moon he can kind of pull off some impressive games and runs. So, oh, actually, let's hold on that thought. There's a little bit of an engineering block here on the Protoss side of the base.
Just a little bit of a annoyance, most of all, forcing out a Zealot maybe. Creator isn't even like bothering with that. He's not gonna start out any Zealots. He's just gonna pull some probes to force the cancel out of that NGP and start off with a 7-8 score soon after. It's gonna be just a delay Nexus, nothing too great. But coming back to what you were saying, I do agree that Creator is that kind of player who can really shine sometimes and bring out some crazy good performance. On the other hand, Cure is the kind of player who can sometimes pull out some very bad performances. He's the kind of player who likes to frozen gains a little bit too much. But other than that, he's just an overall very solid player. One of the best Terrans on the planet. And as you were saying, I'm expecting him to get this victory in this best of 5. But never count out Creator out.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, I feel like Cure kind of reminds me of Zest in a way where it could be a bit inconsistent in terms of the performance. Like sometimes he looks like the best player in the world, but then you know other time he look like it's just not his day or something, and he's just playing really terribly. So we'll see what kind of Cure we have for today. Although he is playing against Creator, so should be in theory a bit more, I guess, less stressful.
Yeah. Creator looks like he's gonna get that Marine, not gonna get the SCV. Command Center is gonna complete before the Adept can do anything about it. And Cure is already starting out with something a little bit weird, to be honest. These two aliens, mostly for scouting, yes. He's gonna pump out Marines out of this barracks, not gonna get any add-on, which is kind of weird. He's gonna go for a pretty standard Widowmine drop, while these two aliens are gonna get some scouting information. It's gonna be just Blink on the side of Creator, who actually has a Wolof in his natural. This is already looking interesting. Not much scouting can be made by these two aliens, and Cure just has to withdraw.
Yeah, I think the plan here is that he's going to go ahead and do the Widowmine drop, pull the Stalker, or hopefully pull out the Stalker in the front and then try to run in with the Hellion. But I think Creator is just too wary of that, especially scouting the Hellion in the front. He's going to at least, at the very least, make a wall off with the Stalkers or plant down a pylon or a shield battery to completely block it off while he cleans up the rest of the Widowmines in the main base.
It's gonna be 4 Widowmines in this drop, so he's gonna be a little bit more committed into dealing damage than usual. It's all about Creator having good reactions to this. This pylon over here is gonna catch the Medivac flying in, and yeah, he's already moving his Stalkers in position. Cure needs to be very careful. Already Stalkers getting shots at these Medivac. First couple Widowmines are gonna go down on the low ground. One of them is gonna be killed before doing anything. The second one, same. Oh, actually, he's gonna get one probe. In the natural.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't think he saw that one. Oh,
yeah,
man.
he definitely didn't see that, because 12 probes have gone down, and it's already a tiny bit of a disaster. And now the Hellions are actually running and already getting more lives in the Protoss mineral lines. It's a little bit of a disaster from Creator. On the east side of the map, 18 probes have fallen down. Creator is gonna start making his Robo Bay and a couple Stalkers, but he's now 12 workers behind. And the decision of Cure to bring out 4 Widow Mines surely has paid off.
Yeah, for sure. And then, if worse comes to shove, throw down 2 Hellions there just to get some extra couple of probes. I mean, yeah, extra couple of probes. And now it's time for Creator to try to get some counter damage. He is going to need some significant counter damage to at least tie up this economic supply deficit.
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna get much with his bunker full of Marines here at the natural. There's also a tank looking to get some pot shots at these Stalkers. Not much can be done by Creator over here. He's trying to recover in workers, but that was significant damage. That was a heartbreaking moment for the Protoss player to start off the series, and now he really needs to cut off some corners to be able to have enough units for when the Marines and the Medivacs come to his side of the map.
Yeah, now he is going to have a bit of time to at least chrono boost those probes out, because he did delay the stim upgrade in favor of that drop. But yeah, he's going to have some time to kind of recover, but at the same time, he's got to keep in mind that there is, once the upgrades are finished, once the stim is finished, once the +1/1 is finished, then most likely Kier is going to go ahead and go for a timing attack. So he's going to have to keep that in mind and not just get overly greedy. It looks like he is going to go ahead and transition into Colossus and Thermal Lance, which is going to somewhat help during the attack, as a lot of the forces of Kier is within those Marines.
And right now, Creator doesn't know that there are 5 wrecks pumping on Marines at the moment. He only sees the 3 in the main. Cure had this little clever idea, making these 2 wrecks here at the natural, completely out of sight of that one Stalker, and Creator is looking to move out, thinking he has the upper end, but there are so many Marines out already.
Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid for Creator, because the army supply is like almost, twice as much as what Creator has currently. Now, of course, he's gonna go ahead and warp in while the army is going across the map, but still, that's quite a significant downside there in terms of the army supply.
Well, let's see if Cure decides to back off. Right now there are 4 Stalkers on East ramp, not gonna get much damage, I'm afraid. Only the tank goes down at the price of 3 of those Stalkers. Cure doesn't care much. Cure is just gonna go through the map. And now a bunch of SCVs are gonna fall, but a recall is gonna be used for sure. And yeah, the army of Cure is just all over the place right now, getting into the natural of Creator. And of course, he's gonna focus down probes and pylons alike. This Disruptor won't get a shot. Curious decision to just go in with the Disruptor with this Raven full of energy right there. Just gonna use the Interference Matrix, and everything is falling down for Creator right now. He's gonna get some damage on the other side of the map, but these Colossi cannot really do much. There's 1 tank on the high ground, a bunch of units as well. And right now, all on the side of the map of Creator is just being shot down by Marines and tanks alike. A couple of them are sieged down, and it's just about time that Creator decides to get out of this game, because the army in the base of Cure is just looking like enough to deal with the army that Creator has, and he has so much more on the other side of the map. Cure is gonna get a pretty easy and convincing game 1 victory, but that Widowmine shot surely did much of the job.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was just pretty much over after that, losing those 18 workers in the beginning. That was just too significant, especially early that game. Maybe 18 like during the 15-minute mark, not quite as damaging, but man, early that game, that is pretty much GG from then on.
Yeah. Looking so much like a ladder game in that scenario. Cure stomping all over the place, but Creator really was a little bit unlucky not seeing that Widowmine, and then everything just kind of snowballed after that. And I'm hoping we see some cleaner performance out of the Protoss player, but Cure looking sharp today, I have to admit it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if if Creator can somewhat kind of pull his game up and try to at least even up the score in terms of the scoreboard right now. But anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce our lovely players.
Here in the bottom right hand corner, playing for TNV, rocking that anime portrait next to his Nexus. He's currently 1 point behind in this best of 5 series. Unlucky game number 1. Can he do the trick and tie up the score in game number 2? We'll see. This is Creator.
And spawning here at the top left corner of the map, he's the red Terran player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Unfortunately not rocking any anime decal, but he is rocking that red trunks. It is Cure. Or at
He
least
surely loves to use that little smiling star
yeah.
as a... what were you saying, by the way?
Oh, I was about to point out the exact same thing, the smiling star. I was like, hey, if he's not gonna rock out a anime decal, at least get a smiling star.
I think it's been like 2 years and he's always been using that smiling star. But
Oh wow.
whatever. Like, it looks cute, I guess. He just, next to every command center, does this little star. It looks kind of cute. So Marine first for Cure, not Reaper again. This is becoming more and more popular lately. Many Terran players are kind of just keeping the Reaper against Protoss. I'm not too sure about that. I feel like Cure decides to do this against Creator because he knows Creator is not the kind of player who goes for some kind of cheesy early all-in. But otherwise, I don't think it's a wise choice.
Well, I mean, last game the Widowmine drop was really successful, so maybe he's thinking, you know what? Let's just go ahead and just skip the Reaper. I'm gonna just go straight into Widowmine and just kind of do the same thing, drop you, and see how better you deal with this. But yeah, we'll see how Creator can respond in time.
Yeah, the map layout, as far as rush distance goes, it's kind of the same. I'm not expecting anything too crazy out of Cure, just trying to cut some corners to arrive sooner to the base of Creator. Not expecting any of that. I was expecting Creator to mix stuff up, to try and go for a target, and he decides to do so. That's the best kind of Creator we can see. The player who likes to go Stargate, likes to rush tech, and that's what I want to see out of him. I want to see more Stargate units, I want to see more tech being rushed out, and I want to see a little bit more consistent economy going on his side, just losing fewer probes as possible, and that's how he can survive to the later stages of the game, because Cure has surely some clever ideas in this game, it looks like.
Yeah, he's being a little bit cheeky there with that proxy starport. So it's gonna be a kind of a Hellion drop, I suppose. Yeah, a Hellion drop for sure. But we might actually see the game get a little bit chaotic as there is an Oracle going and flying out at the same. Oh, actually, pulls back here. That might actually be pretty good.
Very interesting. He's keeping it a little bit safer, which is a good choice, I feel. And this Void Ray being chrono boosted is also going to be great. Right now, the Oracle, as soon as he sees this red dot, is gonna fly into the main to catch the Medivac, and that's exactly what I wanted to see out of Creator. Very, very quick per Nexus, 4 minutes. And now that the Void Ray is out, these aliens are gonna have some trouble. They're surely gonna get some probes. That's kind of mandatory. Shield battery is gonna help a ton, and it's just 3 probes down. These aliens are probably just all gonna die. There are adepts all over the place. They're trying to do their best microing around these adepts, but I really, really doubt there's bound to be any more damage. And now the Void Ray is flying through the map, and he's gonna try to catch the starport before he can deal any more damage, and he's gonna see that.
Yeah, nice little catch here. Let's see if he does finish it off. Yeah, looks like he will.
Yeah, he's gonna finish off this Liberator and try to fly away, but I feel like this Void Ray can really bring down the Liberator so quickly. There's a little bit of an army marching through the map, a bunch of Marines, a tank, and a Cyclone. This Liberator is gonna complete. The Void Ray trying to go and catch it. Not gonna do that. But the main army over here of Cure is looking not really too scary. And he's just backing off right now. Now there's a Phoenix chasing down the Liberator. He's still gonna siege up. Maybe get a couple probes. Just the 2. Not gonna get more. And now it's Creator who's actually chasing down Cure.
Yeah, without the stem, he's not gonna be able to retreat as well as he should be able to. Yeah, but you know what? There's a really nice pick off by Creator, and oh wow, it's getting a little bit scary. We don't have a lot of army here on Kia's base.
Yeah, this Cyclone is basically everything that Cure has right now. He has to pull the SCVs. There are a bunch of Void Rays. Not gonna bring the best of fights to the Marines, so he's not probably gonna win right here, right now. But these SCVs being pulled is already kind of significant damage. Cure is so much behind Creator right now, economy-wise. And the army of the Protoss player is just going to grow and stronger and stronger. Combat Shield is gonna be denied, and now there's an Immortal through the map. Creator is not stopping rallying these units through. Now he decides to go back home. But the damage has been dealt, both in the way of denying combat shields and killing a couple SCVs, both in the way of just denying mining, forcing that SCV pool. And Cure is just gonna be slower and slower to get to his favorite tech, which is that huge Bio Medivac army.
Yeah, and then once again, like you mentioned, canceling combat shield. That's going to go ahead and pretty much delay any huge push that Cure, wanted to go for. And now, Creator can just go ahead and just macro up, get all the tech that he wants. He's getting his upgrades, thermal lance, getting the +1 weapons attack as well. And by the time he moves out, he's going to have a lot of strong armies, such as 3 Void Rays, a bunch of Colossus, and a bunch of Gateway units. So that's going to be a pretty scary force that Cure is going to have to deal with.
And this Oracle is still around to catch some Marines, maybe drop a Revelation or 2, see what is going on Cure's side of the map. Cure is also supply blocked right now, everything is not going his side. And Creator is gonna get a 4th base. His army is definitely strong enough to afford that. And with these Void Rays sharking on the left side of the map, Cure has to be very careful about the moves he makes.
It looks like Creator wanted to go for kind of a Void Ray little poke in here on the left side. Decides to actually go ahead and retreat back home. But here we go, another Widowmine drop coming out of Cure. This time around, looks like Creator is dealing with it much better.
Oh, and there's still a... Oh, yeah. There's a Revelation on top of this Widowmine. Clever from Creator. And yeah, as you were saying, like, almost no damage has been dealt to Creator this time. His 4th base is up and going. And yeah, just look at the economy he has. There's still this Widowmine on the... Yeah, okay. Goodbye, Widowmine. 7 probes are still gonna fall. Oh, there's a Widowmine in the main. Finally gonna get cleared as well. And Cure is making all the right moves, actually. Right now, he's probably gonna kill this Nexus. I doubt the army of Creator can be here in time. Oh, there's Widowmines ready to get the shots on top of the army of Creator. And Nexus goes down. That's significant damage. Cure trying to blindside his opponent, cutting their corners. And right now, Creator is a little bit on the back foot. His army can really be split in a way that can deal with both the sides of Cure's army efficiently. So some damage is bound to be taken.
Looks like Cure is going to go ahead and try to go for a 2-prong attack. He's still got one army here down on the south left side, another one on the top right side, looking to kind of drop in at a moment's notice into the natural. So it's going to be up to Creator to go ahead and try to split up his forces, get some static defense maybe in that natural.
At least some shield batteries. There's only the one, which that will be enough. There's an Archon. He's already starting to pump out these bulky units, which are going to be very much needed. And defending that 4th Nexus is also very much needed because Cure is already getting his 4th command center, and I'm very much surprised by how well Cure has macroed this game after what happened. Double feedback, gonna go on top of these medivacs, getting a little bit of damage and forcing them out of energy. Looks like Cure will not commit to that Doom drop, but his army is still kind of strong. Not much stronger than one of Creator, but definitely more mobile.
Alright, looks like Creator is going to go ahead and move out here. Going to go ahead and engage in 2 different fronts.
He's looking kind of shabby for Creator on the left side. On the right side, he's gonna force Cure back, but his left side army is gonna be completely cleared. Not looking the best of engagement possible. The Observer is also gonna go down. And now, once Cure decides to merge these 2 armies, is gonna be a very dangerous situation for the Protoss player. He's gonna keep these 4th Nexus intact. And how many gateways does he have right now? It's 11. I feel like that is probably enough, but he needs to be more careful from now onwards. He cannot lose as many key units as he did in the past. He's gonna engage on the left side, not gonna get much done. Widowmines are gonna force the Zealots back, and these Archons cannot do much. Another little bit of an inefficient trade over here. Widowmine's gonna be laid down and gonna get a bad, kind of a bad shot. In the meanwhile, Cure is gonna drop in the natural, and that is the significant damage I was looking for. Getting 8 probes, getting a bunch of Zealots, and he's now getting kind of a lot of damage, to be honest. So many structures falling in the natural of Creator, who's only gonna go through the map. He's not gonna react to that. He's just gonna forfeit his base and try to deal some damage on the other side of the map.
Oh man, that is a pretty tough call there. I mean, Cure does have the upgrade advantage, but he also had kind of his army already attacking on his side. Creator had to walk all the way across, giving a bit of extra head up time for Cure. That War President is gonna have to make sure to save it. It's really low on life, but SCV being pulled and a lot of Vikings to take care of that Colossus.
Yeah, these Stalkers are not doing enough damage to the Vikings. Vikings are gonna clear everything down on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Cure is destroying every single structure Creator has. This looks like a later repeat of game number 1. Creator wasn't quite able to shake off the pressure that Cure has been putting on his side of the map after a while. And that was a clean victory from Cure after a certain mark. Before that, he needs to be a little bit more careful because I have to say, Creator was able to deal quite some damage in the early game.
Yeah, for sure. It's unfortunate because I feel like Creator handled the early game much better compared to the first game. Was actually, I would say, ahead slightly. But then Cure, with just his kind of his maneuvering and his harassment, just kind of broke down Creator little bit by little. And then he was just able to kind of overtake him, and I think that kind of showed kind of how superior his macro and micro is. Yeah. So oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that he's now at match point, and it's not looking like Creator can really do much at this time. I still wouldn't count him out, but Cure is clearly looking like the superior player right now.
All right. So, okay, it says. Okay, sorry. Trying to read the Discord message here.
Yeah, I just needed to lower my mic volume a little bit because apparently it was sounding too loud. I'm sorry about that. It's just getting used to my new microphone. We're gonna have to still experiment a little bit more until we get it right.
Okay, let me go ahead and see if my volume is okay. Just let us know in the Trovo chat whether our volume is all right. Hopefully it is, but.
Alright, it looks like we're getting ready for the third game of this series, which is going to be on Submarine. And first time in this series, we're gonna have a short map being played. And things can get wild, because Cure is clearly the more aggressive player. But Creator, when there are fewer units involved it can really bring out some good performances. When the armies start to get too wide, Creator starts to have some problems. Unless you're gonna get into very late game, in which you can rock his Death Ball of Skytos army, which is something that I fear Cure will never let him get to. Especially on Submarine.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the longer the game goes, it kind of favors into Kier. I think the best kind of decision that creator can go for is to go for kind of a strong timing attack of some sort, and then hopefully try to get some nice little damage to kind of stay ahead. But we shall see. We shall see.
Alright, let's get ahead and introduce our players here on Submarine. In the bottom right hand corner, the blue Protoss player is currently spawning, needs to win 3 in a row, and that's quite the feat. If he manages to do this against his current opponent, he needs to up his game. Let's see if he can do that. Playing for Team NV, it is Creator.
And spawning here at the top left corner of the map, he's the red Terran player from Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up for Kier.
He's already up to no good with his Proxy Rex next to the main of Creator. Just gonna get a couple Reapers, maybe 3, 4, I don't know, into the main of Creator and try to get ahead just right now in the early game.
So this is a pretty good map. I mean, of course, you have that like kind of cliff area where the Reaper can jump in. And interestingly enough, there is a caution sign there right at the corner of the base. So Creator is getting a little bit of a warning here. Got to be cautious of these little cheeky proxies. And oh boy, even the bunker being thrown down.
Yeah, that's the nastiest Terran start that you can get, especially on these very short maps. It just denies so much. This bunker is gonna be made right in front of the natural and not behind the mineral line, which is kind of curious to me. Oh, this has to be... He's trying so bad. Okay, here comes the Reaper, ready to shoo off the probe. The bunker is gonna complete, and yeah, there's only gonna be a Stalker being made right now, just after the pattern finishes, because there was a little bit of a supply block, and this Reaper is already taking some lives. 3 probes are gonna fall down, probably a 4th one as well, before the Stalker can be done. And finally, a couple probes are gonna be pulled out of the mineral line to try and do something, but this Reaper has 5 kills. Call it significant damage. That's very significant, and the Stalker can get there in time. There's a Marine in the bunker as well as the Reaper. Another Stalker cannot really get that much closer. Pylon is under attack. Oh, that was a big lag spike.
Oh, it was fine on my end, but anyhow, we do see that the Stalker is gonna potentially go down. He needs to save that Stalker. Reaper's gonna go ahead and be sent to chase after it, and this Stalker life is numbered. His days are numbered, and now we finally see that the shield battery is finally finished. But I mean, Akontis, I feel like the damage has already been done.
Yeah, already that Reaper having 6 kills is just something so huge, and he's getting even more kills. Creator not really feeling like this is his days. Nice round on the Reaper, not gonna be enough. He needs this Stalker to be back, and this bunker right now is dealing damage to the Nexus. A Hellion is getting through the map. Finally, the bunker is burning down. Shield battery overcharge is gonna be used to keep this Stalker as alive and well as possible. And bunker is also going to be salvaged. Cure is getting every single victory he can get in this game. This alien probably not gonna do much, but he's gonna get a bunch of scouting information. Gonna catch the Twilight Council. Right now, Cure is not immensely ahead, but he's still pretty much ahead.
Yeah, that was, I gotta say, that was kind of poorly micro there. I feel like Creator could have definitely handled that better. I mean, of course, everything is hindsight, but still, I mean, you know, that's the thing about, you know, early pressure is, you know, some players can handle it well. Maybe like someone like Stacks, who's a great defensive player, can probably handle that no problem. But Then we see Curator kind of, having a little bit of a temperature spike and getting a little bit hot there, kind of fumbling on his micro a little bit, and kind of gave a little bit of an edge to Cure that was unnecessary. I think he could have definitely handled that better, but I mean, it's tough to say, especially since not scouting that early proxy in the beginning.
Yeah, it kind of was a little bit too brutal, to be honest. Now there's a Widow Mine going through the map, and yeah, it's getting already some more lives. It's gonna be 5 more probes down. One of the Widow Mines actually survives the drop. And yeah, Creator is looking so behind right now. He's even on workers, which this early in the game, it's something you don't really want. You want to be ahead in workers at this stage. And his army is not getting any significant like key unit anytime soon. On the contrary, Cure already has his first tank out, already has a Raven out, gonna start pumping out Marines and Medivacs alike, and Steam is halfway through. Like every single piece of the puzzle is getting into place for Cure, while Creator is still so far away to having what he needs to actually deal with Cure. So he's actually deciding to go all in on this. He's gonna go all in with Stalkers. Blink is done. And with a Warp Prism through the map, let's see how much damage he can deal, because this is looking very, very scary for Creator more than it is looking for Cure. This Warp Prism is gonna help with some micro with his Stalkers, but there's already way too much stuff in the main of Cure. Not gonna deal much damage. And just that one auto turret was doing quite the trick.
Yeah, I mean, Cure pretty much has this locked down. Remember, he did get the earlier scout. He knew that it was a Twilight Council. That very much could be a Blink Stalker play, so he's already got his army kind of positioned pretty well. Does have a little bit opening here onto the left bottom side, but Cure should be able to handle that with very minimal losses.
And I just have to give a huge shout out to Kagura. My man, dropping down $100 as a donation to the channel. Thank you very, very much, my dude. This is incredibly appreciated by every one of us. So yeah, I just have to give the biggest shout out ever to Kagura for being such an amazing human being and such an amazing contributor to the scene. Thank you very, very much, Kagura, for this huge donation.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. I'm so happy to provide you with a lot of awesome StarCraft 2 content. And once again, thank you for your awesome support.
I would love to go back to the game to describe what is happening, but right now it's just Cure styling on Creator pretty much. Creator is just doing everything he can to get the things he needs, but Cure is not really caring. He's not even making more SCVs. He's not even getting too much economy right now. He's getting a fair command center, but that's just more of a fallback plan than anything else. There's a drop in the main, which is already taking damage, getting damage done on Creator's side, and the rest of the army of Cure marching through is bound to deal even more damage. So many probes are falling to just these 8 Marines in the main, and meanwhile here comes the main army of Cure. Tanks are gonna be sieged down, and here the auto turret is already dealing so much damage. This Raven still has a little bit of energy to do even more. This Spear Nexus is definitely gonna be killed, and Creator doesn't really have much to deal with the rest of the army of Cure. Cure is gonna be buying some time with his little bit of a drop for the rest of the army to catch up. And now Creator is in real deep danger.
Yeah, kind of Cure is kind of outclassing Creator right now, I feel like. Now the good only saving grace for Creator is that, you know, Cure's 3rd command center has not been established yet. It is morphing into Orbital, but that does not change the fact that Creator is quite behind in terms of the economy.
Yeah, Cure just getting all of his key upgrades as well. Another orbital command is gonna finish. It's gonna be ahead in bases compared to the Protoss player, which is kind of nuts. And yeah, this Warp Prism Trying to find the best possible place to drop down, but oh yeah, good storms. Gonna go down, gonna catch a couple SCVs, a couple of bio units, but the War Prism almost dies for it. And now 3 ghosts are gonna be made at the same time. Shockwave EMP is halfway through. And Cure is about to explode in supply once he decides more army is needed. To close out this game, Creator has a little bit of a window of time to get some key upgrades, to get some, to do some decisions, to try and be prepared for what Cure is about to send to his side of the map. But I don't know if he has enough time.
Yeah, like you said, the production of Cure is just exploding. I mean, it's like he ate like all these burritos, this chili. He's about to unload on the toilet that is of Creator. And
sorry. That is a nasty example.
Sorry to put that image into you guys' head. But anyhow, we do see Cure is gonna go and finally put on the pressure here. I just don't see
the Raven surviving so long, dropping those interference matrices on everything. EMP going down. No storms for Creator because just EMP is going on that War Prism. The rest of the army of Creator is just melting right now. And yeah, Cure is cutting off the third base. Creator cannot get anywhere close, and talk of an heartbreaking series for the Protoss player. Never able to show his true colors, and Cure just a little bit too good for him today. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, it's okay. But yeah, that was a pretty dominant